Obey my commands at all times. Shake hands and good luck.
In Mayweather's last fight, he totally outclassed Carlos Gerena of Puerto Rico. Left hands and landing 2 or 3 of them before that one's finally blocked. Genaro Hernandez, there were some in the sport who thought he was being rushed, that he was in too quickly against Hernandez, as he thoroughly outclassed Hernandez en route to taking the championship.
A real rough fight myself personally was August Sanchez.
Vargas manages to stick a right hand to the body.
Vargas's defense is very intelligent, and the fact that Vargas is not a very good upper body movement fighter himself. He doesn't move his body too much. And that's mainly attributed to the fact that he's not that much of an effective body puncher.
See the calm professionalism of Vargas in the face of all this. I mean, he's been in against quicker fighters before.
That's what his father's telling him. Throw the punch to the...
Vargas still picking off a lot of Mayweather's shots with his hands, unable to fire back while being occupied defensively. Rounds in the corner. The language barrier robs us of the chance to listen to Joe Goosen, one of the more entertaining. Vargas trying to stick the left hand to the body, now tries it again.
Mayweather's changing his style now. He's trying to lean in closer where he can minimize the amount of time that Vargas can have to time his punches. He's trying to lean in and punch at a much shorter distance.
And backs Mayweather against the ropes, trying to give Vargas a little incentive. Mayweather with the right hand lead, blocked. Left hook is blocked.
With flurries and combinations of punches. But he has the movements of a boxer, but he doesn't box. It would be effective if Mayweather would start fighting Vargas a little closer, a loop room, and if he would fight him at a much closer range, I think he would catch him while he's throwing a wide punch.
And I think he's trying to close the distance right now.
That's the type of fighter he is. Uses speed as his big advantage.
Say this, it's been a much more difficult fight than I think he is expected and has prepared for.
Right hand lead lands there.
Very devastating punch. That was more of a punch that...
Satisfy himself with that for a while.
Closing the gap on him and is being more effective and being very physical when he gets inside on him.
Emmanuel,
there's a good hard right hand counter by Vargas. As
you've said about Lennox Lewis that passionate and aggressive. Do you see either or both of those qualities in Mayweather?
More often than not, he paws with the jab rather than sticking it in there with authority. Chasing Mayweather to the corner, trying to get to the body. He could get at Mayweather.
He's trying to make it a brawl because his speed is just so slow. But at this stage right now, I don't think that Mayweather's hurt him at all in the entire fight. Extremely relaxed, very comfortable.
Also, he's throwing one punch at a time.
Yeah, can't get a combination.
Cut is actually behind the temple, I believe, in the hairline. Often throws punches without having his feet set.
That's true.
Gloves on, man.
I think he was about 6 years old.
And now Vargas gets him where he wants him.
Looks like he's got him where Mayweather wants him.
Yeah, but he's not effective right now, but it's good for the crowd.
Mentality of a brawl. The more ragged he can get Mayweather to be, he'll have a chance. Quick left hand by Mayweather.
Mayweather has found his best shots with his right hand.
Take him with everything but the stool. I mean, if he ain't breaking him down, the referee must be hitting Gregorio Vargas because Floyd's whacking him with lead rights. Terrific left hooks, Jim.
Terrific left hooks?
Terrific left hooks. This is a good fight for Floyd Mayweather.
All right, thank you, Harold. Right hand over the top, left hand from underneath.
Mayweather's fought for him, but it's a good fight.
A slipperoo. But this time Floyd skips over it.
Maybe he thinks that Vargas is tiring a little bit.
Because?
Even though he's close, I think his hand speed is too much, and he would catch him with a punch much better than the punches that when he shoots his right hand leads.
There may be a small trickle of blood from one of Floyd Mayweather's nostrils. Vargas is cut. I think Floyd's bleeding from the right nostril.
He's bleeding from the nose. Probably in the toughest professional fight that he's had in his career.
Time to time about the way things are going, but...
Well, he's got control, and actually it's given him a chance to show more of his talents, I think, in this type of a fight, and the longer that it goes.
with Floyd Mayweather. You see Floyd switching southpaw here, as he might do against Naz's southpaw stance. What would your Prince Naseem game plan be against Floyd?
Well, I don't think he would switch with Naseem because Naseem is too dangerous of a puncher. He can take risks with this fighter because the guy's slow. More devastating single punching power. But maybe Floyd has more speed altogether in combinations, but not as much power.
And a good left hook to the body there.
He's seemingly out hurting Vargas, so he's landing a lot of punches, but from the expression I can get on Vargas' face. And I believe as the fight goes on, he's going to start fighting a little bit more because his confidence is going to be up to the point.
He's the first Mexican fighter we've seen with a website on his trunks.
Right, but Mayweather is going to have to commit with some passion.
Right hand lead action of his own. Manages to corner Mayweather for the moment. And wails away to the body. Vicious left-hand body shot by Mayweather.
Body shot that he didn't see.
6, 7.
Well, he went down on his website. As it was winding down, they were in this scuffle on the ropes, and there's the punch right there in the solar plexus.
That's because once Mayweather has much faster hands and better coordination in close.
Right hand lands for Mayweather. Vargas kind of grinning at him. Emmanuel Stewart pointed out in the last round, Mayweather not really hurting him with head punches.
He's prepared for the most effective head punch that he's landed is basically the jab.
Prince Naseem loosening Buyani Bungu up with early body punches last week. The more young fighters learn to do it, the better they get.
I feel we've seen more of that since Roy Jones
knocked out Virgil Hill. To stay in the fight. Busting through the guard with his right hand lead.
Very flashy, but they're not as effective as the shorter punches are because not only block, but a lot of time that's what you bust your hands up on, like those type punches also. Because you're landing more on your...
Floyd has never complained about hand problems in his career, giving Mayweather the kind of chance he got in the last round when he knocked Vargas down with a body shot. But I think Gregorio...
Good body punch. Good. There you go.
Left hand to the body again by Mayweather.
This is what I was saying. I would like, even though it's a Gerena, I would try to have him fight him, and I think his punching power would be more effective here.
This is one of the few real exchanges I've seen Mayweather in any fight.
Yeah.
You heard Joe Goosen ask him, do you want to continue?
Hurt Vargas as much as he would like. Put tremendous pressure. And I don't know if Mayweather would be able to handle pressure coming from a tall fighter, which is up on top over him.
Corrales is, he can be hit. He gets hit. He's open for some shots.
Mayweather can hit him, but Mayweather's not that much of a devastating one-punch fighter. And that's going to make a difference. I think Corrales would be a very tough fight, in particular with his height.
Off what we've seen in the last 6 months, you might suspect that Corrales is the harder puncher.
Well, I don't suspect it. I think it's perfectly apparent. He stands flat-footed. He's right in there. He commits to him.
All of his punches are very active punches with very little gap. And who knows what would happen later on in the fight, and the fact that he's getting closer to Mayweather now.
Has he won a round yet, Harold?
No, Jim. I got it 8-0, 80-71 Floyd Mayweather. I tell you, Jim, you know, the judges look for 4 things, and he's doing all 4.
Well, look at this, Harold. Maybe Vargas can win around here. As Mayweather elects to hold his hands in front of his face to pound away at the rib cage and the elbows. Vargas trying to put Mayweather to the test along the ropes. Floyd looking to pick a shot in here.
Now expect Mayweather to explode after this himself.
Wear himself out.
That's correct.
Right here.
Mayweather retaliates with a right uppercut. Yeah. And there's a lead right hand and a right hand to the body by Vargas. And now here it comes.
Yes.
Vargas stopped throwing punches and Mayweather flurries. And now here comes Goyo.
My goodness, a fight broke out. This may be the most excitement I've ever seen in a Floyd Mayweather fight.
Absolutely. This may be Vargas's last stand of Gregorio Vargas, who comes to work and tries to make a fight, though outgunned, and forces Floyd Mayweather to be good.
Here's Vargas, throws a nice left hand over Mayweather's glove. This may be the last stand of a tough, smart, veteran fighter trying to get back into the fight.
I thought that he fought a much smarter way, but I think going down the stretch, I think that Vargas is going to...
60 of them, power shots. I'd be surprised if you see another rally in the last 3 rounds.
But because going down the stretch, footwork usually bothers a fighter if he's not that good with his footwork, unless he gets tired.
When you're training a young talent like Floyd Mayweather,
Satisfied. I think he's settled in and realized that he's had a difficult fight. And for the most part, he's going to be glad to see the 12th round over too. I think he should use his footwork. It's very difficult for a lot of fighters to twist and turn and pivot.
3rd time he says, thank you for the correction, Floyd. Thanks for the correction. Good blow by blow as well.
All his boxing.
Right hand by Mayweather right down the pipe.
Vargas still searching and finding.
Change. Floyd Mayweather is a very fast, talented fighter, but not a really big puncher. I think Mayweather's fighting the perfect fight now at this stage. Since he realizes he's not going to knock him out, the best thing to do is keep punching and moving all the time. They've had a couple of rounds back. They want to go back to those days. But, you know, oftentimes when a guy is standing toe-to-toe, because he's not expecting, his mind is so preoccupied at chasing after him, and then he gets hit with a punch, and he's not expecting it.
Fans like blood and guts. Jones does, but they're in love with Tommy Hearns.
Well, it's...
Double right hand by Floyd Mayweather Jr., like they saw in the 9th and 10th rounds.
Definitely, I would like to see more action that way, but if I was Floyd Mayweather's corner, I would like to...
You dead.
I think it was beautiful. This fight may be the fight that can help bring them two back together, believe it or not.
The ropes, but you know, good ring generalship, good punching like that. Good
fighter, much more than those other fights that he's had in the past. Because he's been challenged for the first time, he's been hit, I think, and he's had to extend himself while he's tired. And possibly his relationship with his father.
In 20 seconds or less, because we're in the last minute of the fight.
In most cases, the dad is living through the side. I have some exceptional cases, I have one, but in most of the cases, the dads are usually a problem.
45 seconds to go against Gregorio Vargas. Off all of his varied skills against a guy who knows how to fight.
He doesn't look like any $12 million fighter to me.
He and his supporters will dispute.
For the winner, and still the undefeated champion, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.